Hey guys, so of course today I'm going to show you the setup of the iPad, and of course this is the iPad yes, and of course this is the iPad A16 Wi-Fi edition, 128 gigabyte. All right, so of course this we just took this out of the case, and of course it's at 57%. And of course to start up, I hit the power button. You saw the Apple logo. All right, so here we go. It's showing you the hello in different languages. This is the display itself, and I'm gonna swipe up. All right, so the first thing it asks, similar to your iPhone or so on, it's asking you the language. I'm gonna choose English, and of course we're gonna choose our location or region. All right, so it ask your country. So go ahead and select your country based on where you are. So you can always scroll through the options down here and go ahead and select your country. After selecting your country, guys, you'll see appearance. Do you want default, medium, large? Default would be the better option. So we're gonna go with the default. I'm gonna hit continue. All right, it says quickly set up your iPad. Bring your bring your current iPhone or iPad near to your new Apple to sign into your Apple account. All right, so I'm gonna bring my iPhone. All right, guys, so I have my iPhone 17 Pro Max here, and I'm gonna bring this close by. And here you go. It says here, set up new iPad. I'm gonna hit continue. All right, and over here it says quickly set up iPad. All right, so I'm gonna hit set up new iPad. I'm gonna hit and you have another option here that says set up without another device. So you have two options. You can set up with a particular device that you have, or set up with another device. I'm gonna use the most convenient option. I'm gonna hit continue for convenience with my iPhone, but if you want, you can set up with another device. I'm gonna hit continue. All right, it checks with Face ID. And of course it says waiting for your iPhone, and I'm gonna scan, and here it says getting things ready. It says just a moment. All right, it shows my user, and I may have to blur out sections of this. It says continue on your iPhone. All right, so I have set up for me. So I'm gonna hit set up for me. All right, it says enter passcode of your iPhone, and I'm gonna enter the passcode of my iPhone. All right, it says setting up iPad. I've entered the password. It says finishing on new iPad. All right, it says keep your phone near. All right, so we're gonna keep our phone near. And we're back to the iPad. It said it may take a few minutes to activate your iPad. All right. So we're going to wait it. All right. So it's asking you some basic information. Now, when you use your other device, it will transfer over stuff such as your Wi-Fi and so on. So it says data and privacy. This icon appears when Apple feature asks you to use your personal information. I'm gonna hit continue. All right, so it says here touch ID. So it says use your fingers in place of your passcode. All right, so I'm gonna say continue, and it's built into the button up here. So I'm gonna use the best finger that that most likely I'll use. So based on the orientation, that could be this one if I'm holding it in landscape, or it might be another one. I might turn it around and be one on my right hand. All right, so whatever works for you. So I'm gonna hit continue. All right, so now I'm gonna place my finger on the sensor. And remember, you can actually add more than one finger. So later on you can actually use another finger. All right, so it says move finger slightly, and I'm going to hit OK. Oops, sorry. All right, I accidentally clicked the button, so if you do that, I'm going to hit continue, so don't shut down. I'm going to hit continue. All right, so I'm going to move my finger around to make sure it catches it from different angles. All right, so it's add another fingerprint. All right, so if you want, based on what's happening here, you could use another fingerprint. You can set up later in settings. So I'm going to hit continue, and this is for another finger, so I'm going to turn it around. This time I'm going to move the finger up and down, so based on whatever or whichever is convenient. All right, there you go. Okay, so it says capture all your fingerprints. I'm going to hit continue. It says almost done. So it says lift and rest your finger again. So I'm going to lift and rest again. All right, so it was added. All right, so that's 2. So I'm going to hit continue. It says setting up your account. All right, and it says signing in. Here you go, terms of service. And of course you can read through this, and then when you're finished, hit agree. All right. All right, so it says signing in, and that's the convenience of using another device that you have versus setting up a fresh manually. All right, so it's transfer your apps and data. All right, I'm going to say do not transfer anything, or you can selectively do what you want. So it says from your Mac or PC, from your Android, or from iCloud, or from another iPad. So here, it's up to you. If you have something in these areas, go ahead and choose those. And of course, you should be getting notification here on your phone says another device was added, device added to your account. Let me show you. There you go. So I'm going to hit OK. And that's to make sure that it's you. I'm going to say do not transfer anything. Now, transfer would move over major files like pictures or maybe other stuff that you would actually want to use. All right, so it's still processing. All right, it says make this your new iPad. I'm going to say continue. All right, location services. It's asking you to turn on location services. I'm going to say set up later. All right, this disable location services. I'm going to hit OK. Not necessary. All right, there's a message on my other device says enjoy your new iPad. All right, and I'm going to hit done over here on the phone where it says enjoy your new iPad. I'm going to hit done. All right, so the iPhone is out of the way and it's still doing its thing and finishing up. I may have to cut sections of this. If you encounter this screen, you may or may not see it. Go ahead and if you want to update automatically, hit continue and only download automatically. In terms of your updates, you can go ahead and select only download automatically. All right, guys. So of course, if for any reason you get stuck during setup, go ahead and plug in your device. So if it keeps freezing up, make sure that you plug it in and set up. All right. It says hello. All right. So we're at this screen here. And of course, when it freezes, it's a known issue. Where of course the only way to fix is to go ahead and plug it in. It doesn't tell you, but that's the way to get around any freezing issues. If for any, all right, so it says screen timeout time. So I'm gonna say set up later in settings. All right. And it says here, analytics, don't share. And I think the reason why although it has 53%, why it seems to most likely get more power when it's on charge. So that's why it might overcome the issue of being stuck. And if for any reason you need to restart, like you're absolutely needing to restart, you can press volume up, volume down, and hold power, especially if you want to turn it off during the process for whatever reason. Slide the power off. All right, those are some tips, but if you plug it in, you won't need to power it off at all. All right, so we're gonna select light. Let's look at dark. All right, could select auto. All right, so we'll select auto and hit continue. All right, here it says multitasking, and it's give you full screen apps or full screen and windowed apps. All right, so you have two options: full screen apps or full screen and windowed apps. So I'm going to select the second one and hit continue. All right, it says welcome. I'm going to hit get started. All right, so here we are, and we are now fully set up. All right, so congratulations, you're able to set up your new iPad, and hope you enjoy this guide, and see you in the next one, guys. If you have any comments, and especially if you encountered the issue where it was becoming frozen and the adding the power cable by plugging it in helped, please go ahead and comment and share. I'm sure a few people encountered that particular one by running into the issue where it just wouldn't allow them to start up because of it wasn't plugged in. All right, so do hope that help, and see you in the next one. Bye.